I cannot even express how overwhelmed I am by the lovely comments I've gotten regarding my having these conversations with you. One thing has certainly been consistent that many people find my voice somewhat smoky and martini driven, neither of which I do that often. Well, smoking really never after I stopped, but martinis not so often anymore. There was a time in my life where there were lots of martinis, but now the martinis are very few and far between. But I would like to just say that thank you for wanting to tune in and wanting to hear what I have to say or the stories that I have to share. Tonight, my friend Inga came to the house. She and my sister were here. We had planned a girls' night with Inga, my sis, who I often refer to as Sissy, and my bestie Molly Jean, but Molly was unable to join us, so just Gracine and Inga and I spent the evening together. It was quite lovely, you know, during the COVID and all of us being somewhat shuttered and certainly somewhat cautious and guarded about where we go and who we see and how we see who we see. There has been a small handful, a core of people that have been really present in my life through this, Inga being one of them, Molly certainly being one of them, my sister, of course, and a handful of others. But tonight we had a little girls' night. Inga came to the house, and it was really beautiful. Inga is a very special woman. She came into my life through Alan. Inga and Alan were the closest of friends, the bestest of friends. They had started their careers together, and really had a very beautiful friendship. And Inga will often say that I'm the gift with purchase. When I came into Alan's life, she sometimes will refer to me that way, but in fact, she really is the gift. Inga is a gift, and it was so beautiful to be with her. And we sat and we had a lovely night, and we just giggled and drank wine and had some fun little snacks that I made, and really reminisced some Alan stories, some of which are very difficult at times to relive. Like, we all had loss in that room. I lost a spouse, and Inga lost a best friend, and my sister lost a brother-in-law and also a best friend. And so when we have our moments of reflection, it's sometimes very beautiful and sometimes very wrenching, but tonight was lovely. I had given Inga a present. I gave her a pack of angel cards. I don't know if you are all familiar with angel cards, but angel cards, I think, came onto the scene. They were associated with a particular game, and you would find them in, like, spiritual stores, or where you'd buy crystals and incense and that kind of thing. And angel cards came into my life through one of my dearest friends, Sherry Ramondo, who's no longer living. Sadly died as a young woman at 44, a series of really devastating cancers. But Sherry was a gift, a treasure, a power that was unmatched in so many ways. An amazing, amazing artist, amazing. Started her career as a graphic artist, lived in Florida, worked for the Ringling Brothers Museum, went back to school to become an educator, was a educator for gifted children, really had a very interesting life. And we were very close. We shared a birthday. Although Sherry was 10 years older than me, we had a kismet bond because we were both Leos and we both were artists, creators, creative. Sherry came to visit me at the time. She was living in Virginia. She came to visit me and she brought me a pack of angel cards. I had no idea what they were. And she said, I don't know how she came upon them, but nonetheless, I received this gift from her. And an angel card is like a small rectangular, probably like the size is probably the sixth of a dollar bill. And on each card is a word: wisdom, spontaneity, sisterhood, brotherhood, friendship, peace, love, happiness. And they sit in my window in my living room in a tray. And every day I flip a word, and whatever that word is, it's the word that I ponder. There's also a blank card in the pack. And when I flip the blank card, I can have a free day or a day that I apply a word to. Of course, I often apply gratitude. That's really my word. That's kind of consistently been my word for a number of years in my life. Nonetheless, this evening I gave Inga her first pack of angel cards. I have given them to many people through the years as gifts. Like I received my first pack, which I wore right down to, splintered edges, and then repurchased a new set for myself, and subsequently a new set after that. But I gave Inga a pack of angel cards, and she was like, "Oh my God!" And then I gave her a dish to put her angel cards in. And the dish was the first piece of ceramics that Alan had ever made. And so she opens it up and she looks at it, and I said, "Alan made this, Inga." And she goes, "Oh my God, are you sure?" And I said, "I'm very sure." Because nothing brings me joy like that. Like I gave something that I loved to someone that I love. There is something beautiful in that moment. And so we chatted more and we chatted more about this and that, and we reminisced throughout the night, and we talked about Alan and my sister living with us and those last moments in Alan's life, and we just had a beautiful evening of reminiscence. And Inga said to me, "There's something else I want." And I said, "What is it?" And she said, "There was a picture that used to sit in your dining room, and it's black and white, and it's Alan kind of looking down." And I said, "Oh, I know exactly the photo." I had packed all these photos up in a little chest in my living room. I went to that photo and I pulled it out and I said, "Is this the photo, Inga?" And she said, "It is." And I said, "Well, honey, you may have this. Absolutely, you may have this. You'll put it in your house." So I sent Inga off and my sister off, and the night closed, and I straightened up the kitchen, and I find myself sitting here thinking, what a great night. What a great night that was. Just to have Alan so present through Inga's memories and voice and my sister's memories and voice. I kind of move through, and I take for granted at sometimes that changed me. But when you sit with people who equally loved someone that you've lost, it brings that person very, very back into your midst. So tonight I will say thank you, Inga, and thank you, Gracine, for bringing Alan to the party. It was lovely to have him here. I will start every one of these segments and I will end every one of these segments with thank you. My cup spills over. So thank you for wanting to listen, and thank you for being here to listen, and thank you for helping create this energy in me that makes me want to share something that you may want to listen to. So anyways, I wish you all a lovely evening, and brace yourself for an impending snowstorm in the Northeast. They're claiming that it's on our way. We roll the dice when it comes to snowstorms, but if that's the case, I hope you all are home and safe and sound until we meet again. Have a great night.